like this, I think Incredibles is a bit of an overstatement. And mediocres, maybe. It's a big freaking lie for the Game Boy Advance. What's weird, I'm an old school animation guy who likes hand-drawn old school animation, so I'm not a big fan of CGI, and yet I really like Pixar. Like, I don't know what it is, they're just too good not to like. If their movies were hand-drawn, we'd literally have no need for any other movie studio. And yet, as much as I love Pixar, I'm not a big fan of The Incredibles. Look, I know none of this makes any sense, that's the story of my life. I'm a conundrum, I'm like a mystery wrapped in Pez dispensers, but that's actually kind of fitting, you know, because this game doesn't make sense either. I realize I've probably said this before on many occasions, but I've never meant it more than I do right now. This is one of the most boring video games I've ever played. It's so boring, I'd rather be reading, and I hate reading. Reading is like, I mean, who reads? If God wanted us to read, he wouldn't have invented cartoons. Think about it. And you know, while I'm at it, you know how they make the little golden books based on the popular CGI movies? And then the books always have reworked, hand-drawn versions of the characters from the CGI movies? Those always look better than the actual movies. What the hell's going on here? Am I the only one who sees that? Look, if God wanted us to watch CGI, he wouldn't have invented Bob Clampett. Anyway, if it seems like I don't want to talk about this game, oh gee, how'd you guess? Aren't you perceptive? Also, can you blame me? I mean, look at this crap. Would you want to talk about this crap? Like, if you made a list of all the things that could possibly go wrong with a beat-em-up, you would have also accidentally created the outline for The Incredibles for the Game Boy Advance. Seriously, this thing, it's got every possible problem imaginable. Hey, you know how it sucks when beat-em-ups have the same repetitive enemies just over and over? Well, check these guys out. Hope you like them too, because there's about 800 million where they came from. They're like the Duggars, because there's a lot of them. And I want to punch them in the face. So there are different characters, but it's much in the same way there are different moves though. Meaning, not really. You can punch, you can pound the ground, which is also fitting, because you will do both of those things like yourself if you play this game for any significant amount of time. The moves are so boring, much like the rest of the game, and holy crap are they slow. This game is slower than a freaking iceberg about to sink a ship. Only this time you'll want to let go. That's the difference. Celine. Look, I know, all right? I'm kind of beating up on this piece of shit. But the truth is, it's not really bad in the technical sense. It looks fine. It controls okay. It's slow and kind of clunky, but like there are no problems beyond that, even though those are kind of problems. I don't want to talk about this crap. Point is, it's not really a poorly made game. It's a poorly everything else game. Believe me, as boring as this looks, it's even worse when you play the goddamn thing. And like, eventually you want to die in this game. I'll be real honest. Eventually you're ready for everything to end. But the game literally doesn't let you. Because like on several occasions, as soon as my health was about to expire, and this was all finally gonna come to a merciful end, the game just happened to drop health, like, right in front of me, or an extra life. Hey, what a coincidence. The Incredibles for the Game Boy Advance. You might even say it's incredible. The only thing that's incredible is how much of a boring dick this game is. That's incredible. Look at that. The bad guys laugh at you. And you know what? I deserve it for playing this. As for the different characters, well, they exist, and even though they have different abilities, none of them know how to speed this crap up or make it even remotely fun to play. Hey, I guess even heroes have the right to dream. And you know what else? Mr. Incredible, he plays like Mr. Arthritis in this game, and his wife can bend her legs over her head. Oh, nice, Mr. Incredible. Wonder what keeps that marriage together. Sometimes you get these little mini-game type levels where, you know, things happen. You get these guys. In fact, you get a whole freaking world of these guys. They're like those, you know what they remind me of? They're like the annoying little robots with the electric ropes from the Turtles arcade game. You know, the ones everyone hates and would rather they not be in the game at all. Yeah, well, this game has several levels where it's like, those are the only enemies even there. And it's so depressing to me that people have ideas like that I have a hard time sleeping at night, knowing I live in a world where people have ideas like that. Thanks a lot, The Incredibles. You know, when I overdose on NyQuil, it's gonna be your fault, you boring dick. All right, I don't want to talk about this anymore, and I don't, whatever. And thanks to our pal Fernando. There was something in the air that night from Chicago, Illinois, for sending this to the show. Oh boy, thanks, man. Thanks, Fernando. That was incredibly kind of you to do that to me. You know, NyQuil's nothing to mess around with, you guys. You know that.